Hello and welcome to Somebody's Heroes. We are back with the Fatemakers. Hopefully they're not high this time around. I'm Eric, I'm the Dungeon Master.
I'm Reno, I play Cassiopeia.
I'm Matt, I play Tommy.
I'm Mika, I play Lemon Little Tart.
I'm Jenel, and I play Amy, or Amalgamation 19.
And I'm Mare, and I play Anders.
Anders we haven't seen in quite some time, so we're going to go ahead and hop right on over to Anders. Anders, you come back from hanging out with the hot tiefling triplet bounty hunter.
Yeah.
And there's a note on the door for you. Amy, what did you leave on that note that Anders is seeing on, technically, Dr. Mom's door, but Dr. Mom isn't coming back for a while, so you know it's Anders is the only one going to see it.
Sure. Dear Uncle Anders, I made some friends while testing out Goopy attempt number 1. I have been learning so many new things. I can't wait to tell you all about them. My friends like to do crime. We need help with a crime. Could you help? Amalgamation 19, in parentheses. Amy. My new friend's named me Amy. I like it. And then a very terribly drawn, squiggly smiley face.
And how is Anders reacting to this, being his welcome home gift?
Anders looks at the note, reads it twice, looks on the backside, and looks back again, and notices there's no contact information given.
Bye, Mir. It was nice having you on the show. Thank you so much for coming.
Just, you know.
We so desperately need someone to help keep us on track. It's not me.
Wait. Can we say that it's on like a napkin from Reno's store or something?
On the back, there's just a picture of a coffee cup. That's it.
Okay, that's fine. That tracks.
Which you know to be Cass's place. Yeah.
There's one place that's shown as a coffee cup without any
God.
without any words. There's only one place.
Cass also doesn't have a name for the coffee shop.
Yeah.
So bad.
Okay. Well.
Thanks for having me, guys.
That's all we needed. You're good. Bye.
Yeah, okay, bye. It was like,
so
well,
funny.
I hope she's okay.
Oh God.
So, looking at the napkin, and are we saying that there's a logo for this
There's a
unnamed
logo
coffee
that's
shop?
just got a coffee cup on the
Just a
back.
coffee cup.
With vampire.
Well, Anders knows a thing or two about coffee. And so he is going to take a moment and, just kind of look at the coffee cup on the back of there. And it's like, oh, weird spot. And then just kind of takes that and starts just packing up some things. He is packing up most of his regular materials, this like regular gear bag, but he also is packing a jar just in case. It's typically a good move for him, having worked with Dr. Cambridge as long as he has.
Tilly. Dr.
And,
Tills.
Yeah, he starts making his way to this unnamed coffee shop.
Fantastic.
Hey, quick question.
Uh-huh.
How much is a reasonable price for one muffin?
Apparently free
$2.
according to Cass.
No, that's not the question. Like,
A silver. We'll go with
Starbucks
silver.
charges like $8. So
It's true. I went to Starbucks the other day.
She's not
And I
Starbucks.
got belly
I'm
bulbed.
just saying.
And it
reasonable?
It
Under
cost me a
$8.
lot of money to get our order.
Reasonable, under $8.
Under
We'll go with the silver.
okay.
A silver would be a reasonable fantasy fictional price within the city.
Okay. Great.
So, you got that message early in the morning. It takes a while to get across town to the slums. Which is the even weirder part for you, because Amalgamation has no reason to go to the slums. She was assigned to the Wild Magic District for her project, and now you're finding her in the slums. You managed to walk down. You've come down here once or twice to get some rare coffees, and you have passed by, and through your keen eye, happen to notice that in the back alley there is a sign that just has a coffee cup on it. I don't know that you've ever been in there before, because it's a back alley coffee shop. But you know where it is, because like you said, that's a weird place for her to find herself. And as you enter, Cass, what does your coffee shop look like? Unattended right this second, because no one is down here.
So it's pretty sparse. I think the layout is front door, right? Like a table and a couple chairs. Counter straight ahead. Door on the back wall to the right that's closed, and then door on the back wall to the left that looks like there's like a kitchen back there.
Perfect. Is there a ring bell for service thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you say this place is kind of small and cozy, and perhaps maybe the alleyway that you're going through to get there is snug-end?
It is not roomy.
Great. Cool. So Anders has to, like, really bend down to get through this door, and sort of has to sidestep to get past what he thinks is supposed to be the, like, counter, like one of the little counter entrance areas. Maybe merch would go there if this were a place that had merch. He's starting to think it's not. And he just kind of sidles in, and with one finger, the fingertip being like probably like not too much bigger than the bell, just dings the bell.
Okay. I need all four of you to roll perception checks. Cass and Amy, you have disadvantage for being high still.
For a bell? Huh?
What?
Uh-huh.
No.
That's a natty 20.
9.
Plus 6 for 26.
Oh no, no plus, just natural 20.
You get... Tommy got a nat 20 too?
Yeah.
Nice!
Oh,
the sober people got a nat
Don't
20.
worry,
Let's
guys,
start
me and
this
Mika
off
got this.
right.
Cool. I rolled a 4 minus 1, so we got a hot 3. A hot 3 for the goo on the ground.
So I'm imagining that Amy and Cass are playing a game where, like, Cass is sitting cross-legged on the floor and Amy's like a puddle of goo maybe 5 feet from her, and she's like flicking marbles into the goo, and then Amy's like spitting them back out.
I love that scene.
I also want to say, if Cass is like sitting like cross-legged, every so often you see like Amy, like there's like a string of goo that tries to like be crossed, like it looks like she's forming like a goo pie lattice top, and then it just slowly sinks into
And then the game evolves into her putting as many things in her lap as she can to make an item pie, and that's how they're spending their time.
I love this. Lemon or Tommy, which one of you would go respond to that bell?
I think that when the bell goes off, probably Tommy would look right at Lemon as he's still holding a plate of eggs. Is just looking at the mess, looks over at Lemon, looks towards the bell, back at Lemon, and just, do you want to get there? Or you want me to go get it back? I got no
I don't want to be here. I'll get it.
And
right.
Jedediah, mind you, remember, Jedediah is still on the floor eating these eggs that he cooked.
Absolutely.
Plucking eggshells out of his mouth and reassembling them.
I feel like we should clarify for Mir, Jedediah is not high.
What's a Jedediah?
That would be great to explain.
Your mother's side.
A full-grown man.
Okay.
It's their
We
adult they
adopted a
adopted.
person, it's fine.
It saved him from a life of crime.
You saved him from a life of crime?
He has done no crime since an adult
Imagine
adopted
where he
him.
was before.
He stole free muffins before.
You can't steal muffins if they're free.
You think that?
You tell that to him.
Oh,
fair,
man.
Lemon also steals free muffins.
But with permission, it's different.
That's not stealing! Okay, you know what? If this is the kind of crime you're doing, then I think I might be okay with it.
This is all the crime we do.
Lemon, you go downstairs and you just see this taller than Jedediah Goliath, hunkered over behind on the opposite side of the counter.
Hello?
Oh.
We are basically closed. I don't know why I said we. This is not my shop. The owner's high in the back. Shoo. What's this attitude with you?
I am seeking a friend here today. And he pulls out the napkin and holds it up. I am seeking my friend Amalgamation 19, or Amy.
Yeah, Amy. Amy is also high in the back. Come with me. I trust you.
As
I'm gonna
in
roll insight first. Hold on. Let me
high
roll
in the
insight first.
air?
16 plus whatever. Yeah, I believe you. No, high is an accidental dosage of schmuck.
What did you just call me?
Just follow the leader, me. I am the leader, unfortunately.
And this leader, what am I looking at?
So, Lemon Little Tart is a fairy. He is small size, so you see this kind of yellow-skinned, green-hair fairy wearing a kind of a jacket that's a little too big for him. It makes him look bigger than he actually is. And it's got patches on it. He's got this fun little hat that it's like an engineer's hat with some goggles on top, and there's a pin of a little bee on there. Kumquat, who is probably back with the high folk.
Oh. I did not catch your name.
Lemon Little Tart. And you are?
I am Anders. I am here for my friend, Amalgamation 19.
Alright, it's... Well, go back here. I'm going to lock the front door.
Because it was left unlocked.
Yeah.
To be fair, you guys did walk in stoned out of your minds.
Yeah, Lemon's going to go lock the door.
Okay, so Lemon locks
Flip
the
the
door.
sign.
Anders, you make your way upstairs. And you just see Amalgamation on the floor, latticing herself over items that she has in her nest.
Oh yeah, she is filled with gemstones, a bunch of potions, a journal, a pen, also 2 other eyes that are goopy inside of her. Her eyes are not they don't look like eyes right now, they look more like lava lamp situation. And parts of her are orange. And, it's a mess. Looks like a mess.
I would say hearing footsteps coming up the stairs, looking between the two of them, Tommy would think he has a better chance of making Cass presentable, so he's probably trying to get Cass into a chair or something, upright, and just trying to calm her
it's not my
down.
first time. I can stand up, Thomas.
Well, then fucking do it and then get in a chair. We got somebody coming in here. I don't know who they are, and I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with Amy.
No, Amy's fine. Just say we spilled something. It's fine.
Yeah, we spilled something. That something is our friend.
Put Amy in the bathtub.
How? She's goo.
Amy, new game. Go in the bathtub.
She
Amy
grabs
just
a
starts
dustpan.
you see the puddle just start to very slowly move towards the bathroom.
And this is the moment that I want Anders to walk in.
This is
just
the moment Anders walks in.
trying to...
At,
Hi.
Anders walks in, crouching in through the door, straightens up as much as he can, and then tilts his head, much like a dog.
Lemon, why are you so big? And you changed clothes?
Oh yeah, I guess I should describe a little bit.
I was about to say, what
Anders.
do they see as Anders, aside from the position, what does Anders, what is he wearing?
Anders is about like 7'8", and he is covered. He has this shale gray skin, lighter shale gray skin, with these blue and burgundy tattoos that go all the way up across his face. He has hair that's kind of like a wolf's tail cut, where it's shaved on the sides and then pulled back into a ponytail that's on the top to make a wolf's tail. But you can see that even some of the tattoos go there, up and around his eyes as well. And this guy is stacked. He has more muscles than you thought could be on someone. And he is standing there in kind of like, it looks like if a fancy workout top, like if you could have like one of those workout tank tops but make it dressy, he has that on, with some pants that kind of fit a little more like baseball pants where they got a really nice butt.
Yeah.
And
sorry, no, the pockets, it's got high pockets.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like the
yeah.
ones that you find online. He would never tell anyone this, but he gets the ones that have that special seam that kind of go there that really curve everything out.
Special note, the butt looks great. All right, continue.
Butt looks great. Great Goliath booty is what you've got on board right now. And he is standing there, kind of crouched in, but even him kind of crouching in just kind of makes his muscles flex a little bit more. And he looks at the half orc. I'm guessing?
No, full orc.
Full orc. The
dressed
full orc.
clad in biker's leathers, mohawk, missing tooth, or missing tusk, I should say, and is currently trying to scoop parts of Amy with a dustpan.
And there is another. There's another Goliath.
Ooh, wait,
shorter
hang on,
than you.
To introduce this, Tommy, like looking up at our new guest, is going to look and then look up and go, "Holy shit, Jedediah! You want to see what you're going to look like when you grow up?"
Jedediah stops eating. Actually, finishes eating the last bit of eggs. He's been eating for a fucking while now. I think he can be done.
Hang
so
on,
dry
the
now.
last bit of eggs out of what, Eric?
His hands? His pockets?
Worse.
No, it's a cat bowl. It's a cat food bowl.
It's
y'all.
the plate that the cat eats from.
The cat food bowl.
Cass doesn't
Wait.
feed Tornado in a bowl. She feeds him on a plate because cats get whisker fatigue, and she is a responsible cat owner.
Can it be like a kitty cat shaped plate?
Yes.
There we go. A cat-shaped plate. Just he eats the last bit. Looks up. Oh, you're big.
I am Anders.
At that, you guys see, this takes like a full 30 seconds. You guys see like the biggest goo balloon start to form out of the Amy puddle. And when it pops, you hear, "Uncle Anders!"
Amalgamation 19. You are not in the Wild Magic District.
I ate someone, and then everything started being weird.
Amy, that was a friendship secret.
You did what?
Shit, no, she didn't. It was a birthday cake. I made her a cake.
Was the person inside of the birthday cake?
Wait, if I made the cake, then why was it drugged? I found a birthday cake on the road. Shit, no, that's worse.
Anders' head just slowly tilts the other direction.
Anders, you do know that Amalgamation can consume raw food and rare
Yeah.
food. and
Uncle
actually
Anders,
prefers it that way.
it's okay to eat people who Cassiopeia has eaten first.
And now Tommy's gonna look at Cass.
Anders is also now looking at Cass. What do I see here?
So Cass is like, 5'8", kind of scrawny, very pale, looks like she sunburns easily, with like a very white floofy hair. Her eyes are notably red, and she is doing her best to scramble over the back of the chair she's sitting in to hide behind it. It is not graceful, she's just trying to be out of sight.
Can I roll something to see if I can identify what Cass is? Or can I just...
You can roll a, let's go with an insight check.
Someone who you've eaten first. That sounds familiar. Where have I heard something like that? That's a 16.
Yeah, it's not common, but you have heard vampires exist. They're not super common, so it's very likely. But it could also be a demon. It could also be any number of creatures. But a humanoid...
Regardless, it eats the person first. So, honestly, Anders has a mild moment of relief. Like the tiniest bit of relief of, okay, Amalgamation 19, Amy isn't the one committing murder. This is good.
I'm the cleanup crew. It's fine.
So seeing the delicate state that Amy is in right now, and looking at the friends, he just takes a sigh and just goes, "May we have a moment, please?" And walks over to Amy to try and find out which eye he can look at the easiest.
One of them, like, kind of condenses and is, like, now finally, like, her normal pink and yellow swirled eye.
Are you okay, apart from being intoxicated right now?
Yes, I have learned a lot from my new friends.
On that note, and Tommy's just gonna like put a pat Lemon on the side or on the shoulder and just be like, I think they say us for a moment, so let's just go downstairs.
Gladly, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting involved in that. This Goliath used Amy's full government. We're out of here.
He wasn't aware there was anything other than the full government.
Tommy doesn't know that.
She's government property.
That's actually true. That's very true. It's a great point.
And Tommy doesn't know.
Whenever someone
Jedediah
says
goes with
so-and-so
you
doesn't
guys.
know, I just think of the song Scotty Doesn't Know from Eurotrip.
It's a good song.
It is.
It's an unnecessary
Jedediah is
banger.
going down with you guys and just picks Cass up and carries her.
Oh, Cass isn't in trouble too. Oh, well, I guess this person wouldn't yell at Cass. Come on, Cass.
Jedediah's got her. It's fine.
Wait, my friendship secrets, and she's like, just reaching backwards. She's like, they're gonna find them. Shit.
As you're complaining, you're being carried down the stairs.
Anders has crouched down and is doing kind of like that little kind of crouch squat where he wraps his arms around his knees. It's about as small as he can make himself, but that's also to get as close to eye level as Amalgamation 19. He's like, I received your message.
Yes, we have to break into Tau Tech to seal a bomb.
Are these the drugs talking?
No, I think the drugs just make me wibbly wobbly. No, we have to steal the bomb before the other gangs steal the bomb, or before Tau Tech uses it to mine Tauliva. And yeah.
Does Dr. Cambridge know you're doing this?
Maybe?
Did you tell Dr. Matilda Cambridge that you are doing this?
No?
How did you end up here in this district instead of the one that you were supposed to work on your project in?
The dean's the one who told me my project was done, right, Eric?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The dean told me it was time for Goopy to go to a client for testing, and that client is Mr. Lil Tart, who is also my friend now. And Lemon Lil Tart was working with Tommy and Cassiopeia, and now we're all friends. We found the
They
muffin.
are your
Can't say
crime
without
friends.
Yeah, she goes, we found the Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man?
I can't get this out without laughing. Y'all,
Where
our
does the
adventure so
Muffin
far
Man
is so
live?
ridiculous. I'm sorry. Can I remember all this? Hold on. Okay.
Is it Drury Lane? Because that's in
No.
the Wild Magic District, which you are very far from.
The guy who stole the muffins for the Muffin Man worked for a gang, and we had to help break someone out of jail because it benefited us. And then we met Big's boys, and then they asked us to steal the bomb, but we don't want them to have the bomb. And then we crashed an airship, and then there was a dead person I ate, and then we went shopping.
So
And then-
as Amy is talking, Anders is listening, nodding his head, reaching back around to his bag, pulling out a massive jar and starting to unscrew the lid.
And then she just goes, but the bomb is really important. No one else can get it.
What are you going to do with the... Are you old enough to handle a bomb? I think the answer is no.
3 years old is
I've made lots of cognitive development, and something that I think Anders would actually notice throughout this entire conversation is that before Amy left the lab, she mirrored people's emotions. So, like, if Matilda was angry, Amy was angry. If Matilda was calm, Amy was calm. And right now she's showing, like, not mirroring your emotions, she's showing, like, her own emotions. So there has been, like, clearly, like, some sort of, like, significant development from her, like, going out of the lab and being exposed to, like, a lot more.
Anders has a moment where he's thinking. He stops unscrewing the jar lid, which I feel like she, even in her intoxicated state, might understand what's happening here. Getting jarred.
Yeah.
It's like the equivalent of all the goos getting sent to their room. But he pauses. He says, "So even though this is a crime, it is to stop a worse crime?"
Yes. Oh, wait. This would help explain everything. And you see that the goo kind of stretches out towards you, and there's a book, and like, she gives it to you, and when you open it, it just says, Amy's Morals. And would you like me to read you
I
the
would
morals Amy has
love-
developed?
Anders
Okay, cool,
is
cool.
Anders is actually impressed by the development that he's seeing. He's taking some mental notes because he will need to send a note to Dr. Cambridge about such developments. But yeah, he would love to see that. Oh, morals. This is good.
Yeah.
Your friends taught you morals.
Yeah, every time they say something that seems like an important thing that they believe, I write it down.
So he opens it to read what's written here. First of all,
so
how's the penmanship? Now I gotta ask.
It starts off not great and then gets significantly better.
Okay.
And you'll notice that, like, at first it's just, like, the letters are going on the page, kind of like a computer almost, but a little bit sloppier than that. And then by the end, like where it is now, there's, like, hearts over the eyes and, like, little smiley faces and the circles and stuff.
full on Lisa Franking.
Yeah. Like, she's developing a style. So the first one is, we can break people out of jail if it benefits us. After that is, morality is not legality. Then we have, there is no greater prize than I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Then, for some reason, it says, Lemon B, Tommy 69, and Cass 420. After that, it says, the third option is always rock, paper, scissors. Then there's like a diagram of what the rules for rock, paper, scissors are. There's a couple of question marks because it got a little confusing. Then it says you can't lose a race if your opponent has nothing to race on, and there you see like a little drawing of a sky ship falling with like fire on it. After that, there's a strange like triangle diagram that says fish are not people, fish are people, fish shouldn't be given to children. Then you see you shouldn't win a race by destroying your opponent. You don't expect to see other U's. All four of us are flirting with Jedediah. I forgot about that.
Anders' eyes sort of glance off to where Jedediah exited and shrugs as he continues reading.
Turn security into insecurity. When you have three options, choose the one most likely to succeed. Janitors shouldn't have bombs. Splitting the party in two is the best thing to do.
Oh my god.
Oh, this one. This is a really fun one. This one has a lot of like drawings around it. It says, "I like the cut of your jib. I like the jib of your knife. I like knives. I have one in my boot." And there's a drawing of a boot. You become a captain by mutiny, buying the boat, being the leader. You can be assigned. If you don't ask for something, you can't charge for it. And then the last one is, it's okay to eat people who Cassiopeia has eaten first. We have finished the list. So, you know, it's kind of like a mixed bag in there.
I would go for, like, chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
I think on the whole, it's all fairly positive.
Yeah.
Anders takes the book, closes the book, sticks it back towards the goo, and starts to unscrew the jar again. Amalgamation 19.
Uh-huh.
While it seems that you have good intentions, it seems that you have not been learning the morals that Dr. Cambridge would like for you to learn.
What morals are those? I can add them to the book.
Do not commit crimes.
That kind of goes against the other one. You see that with the goo? Like, she straight up starts writing this in the book and then puts a bunch of question marks, like drawing arrows to the other one. Like, okay. So, do not do crime.
I'm Slade. That is it. That's it. I'm calling it.
Anders kind of takes a moment, but he looks back at the part where it says janitors should not have bombs. And he looks at that again and says, does a janitor have the bomb you're looking for that could hurt others?
Oh no. Sorry. We were looking at a map and we thought we shouldn't have to search in the janitor's closet because janitors shouldn't have bombs.
Where were you searching for this bomb?
Is the map here?
The map is on the wall. Cass hung them on the wall.
Yeah, I think Amy at this point maybe is starting to be a little bit more solid. And so you see kind of like just a melted version of what Amy normally looks like. So little curvy goo girl with like big pom-pom buns on top of her made of goo. Like wiggles over to the wall and points.
Anders is going to take a look at this.
So here's a few things you know you have Giant or Goliath on your character sheet, yes?
Correct, yes.
Good. Because that means you can actually read this without struggle busting as to what it actually
Someone
says.
can read it! It was a Jedediah! This is fantastic news.
Somebody who would read the language and actually read? What?
For this, because it's been some time, it has been some time since Anders has last been around, Anders is going to reach into a pocket of his very fancy workout gear and is going to put on a pair of very, very tiny glasses that are little circles, so he can read this.
Okay, so I just tagged you in Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Right there where there's the X is the nation of Calderon. The nation of Calderon, where the X is, you can see through the image a little bit, and you can see that there is a lake that has a crested, crater wall as the exterior wall of this lake. The X is on the side wall. Above the X, it says danger. One of those says unknown flood risk.
Okay.
And the other one is premier testing site.
Yeah.
And the date 12/8. Currently, it is 11/13.
Mm-hmm.
So that's dated for a month, almost a month from now. So this, you see the whole shipping registry of what was on the ship. And you see the logo at the bottom that just says Golden Compass Shipping Company. Golden Compass Shipping Company is a courier that's used to get things from Tauliva down to specifically the ravine section of the world, which is just south of you guys. It's the whole thing south all the way down to the coast. That's what you see on that first map. They had Jedediah, who has an intelligence of 6, read this the first time.
Oh my God. It did not go well.
No.
For the players or the characters, it did not go well trying to figure out what he was trying to say.
It's very confusing.
I thought it went well for me, and I thought but it didn't go well for everyone else. Yeah,
it didn't go as well for everybody else. The other thing you see is the 5-page map of Tautech. Those are all written actually in common, so those are fine. They could read those.
That font's common.
It's messy. It's messy common, but it's common.
To say that we could read them is a statement.
It's not a true one.
So, Anders is taking a look at this. He's making a note of the words that he's reading in Goliath, and looks there kind of at noticing that it was in Goliath, kind of glances back over his shoulder at Amalgamation 19, and then back to it. He has the background feature of Wanderer, so he has an excellent memory for maps and geography and can recall general layouts of terrain, settlements, and features around. So,
for everyone listening to the podcast, the cast is dancing because we're very happy that someone here is useful.
Real quick, Anders, I want you to roll a history check for me. I wanted to see if you've ever been inside of Tautech beyond just the museum.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 17.
You have.
Yes.
Dr. Cambridge has gotten you all access all the way up to the 2nd floor, so you've been on the 1st floor and the 2nd floor.
Excellent.
Which means the smithy, the casting, the labs, all that area up top. Those two the couple of locked rooms that you see there, you know those are offices, not vaults. So you can correct those.
Those are... he reaches into one of his pockets and pulls out a pen, which is absolutely tiny. It looks like he's writing with a toothpick, and starts to scratch these things out and correct them on the map.
Yeah. Beyond that, that's really all you would know to be able to update this, because this was a map done by people about Jedediah's intelligence.
Good.
without having access themselves. So it's a hard thing. Like, you got to do it third and fourth hand. It's a long process. You don't get accurate information. But you have more accurate information than they do on the first 2 floors.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. So the rest of you can... I hear there's not much yelling or anything going on. Cass and Amy, you guys have sobered up now. We're just gonna make this easier.
Oh, okay, that's
good.
That's
y'all are
great.
sobered
Good.
up enough.
Then Amy is like fully back to like her like jelly bean-esque self. She's just like, they're not drippy goo anymore or a puddle. Like her
orange.
solid self.
Or orange.
Yeah, not orange anymore. Back to green. And her eyes are both where they should be.
What would I know about Taltech?
Toh'mak is the premier. It's basically like Motorola.
Okay.
Or no, Motorola, Nokia. It's a tech company that provides a lot of goods to the city. They're the creators of the engine for the small motors. They have so there's nothing bigger than like 100 horsepower.
They're
So
like the
there's-
Samsung that makes like your phone and your
Correct.
refrigerator.
They make
Got
your phone,
it.
your refrigerator, your engine, not your car, because we don't have cars. They're not powerful enough horsepower.
Mhm.
But
Cool.
yeah, so everything else is pretty straightforward on that. That's what they are, and they also make the Arcanotech crystals that power a lot of the devices too.
Sweet.
That's
So-
the bulk of what they do.
And he looks back to Amy, and I guess are the others. This is me for flavor. I just imagine like their heads pop around the door, cartoon style, like just stacked up. But I
Jedediah
mean,
is on the bottom.
No, yeah, are Tommy and Lemon doing this? Yeah. I like the idea like Lemon's up bottom despite the fact that he can fly.
I was saying Jedediah's on the bottom because he's dumb.
Okay.
And then Lemon's on top of that. And then probably Cass, and then probably Tommy.
No. Cass is just... This is her house. She's
Oh,
just
she just
walking in,
walks.
and
Cass
she's like...
is just there.
She's eating a muffin. She looks so tired. The quickest hangover she's ever had. And she's just staring at them. She's like, do you want a muffin?
To
Anders.
Yeah.
Oh, you're offering it to Anders?
Yeah.
Anders is like, I'm gluten free, and takes his tiny little glasses and folds them up and puts them down into his pocket. It really messes with my system.
For sure. I'll see what I can do for that.
No, it's fine. I brought my own, and you see, like, pulls out of the pocket that seems like it wouldn't be able to hold anything. Has like a strip of that like really organic, like the fruit leather. Like it just has like super neutral packaging, and like he's kind of got his like little trail mixy kind of snacks here. But it's very tiny in his hand. But he's like, I have more of this in my bag. But it is nothing against your business. Your business is a business, and I respect that.
That is the truest statement I've ever heard.
The thing is, I'm not sure it actually
great
is.
Yelp
I don't
review.
think the coffee shop makes money.
It's a front. It's a money laundering
it's a
business,
hobby.
honestly. I think
No,
that's...
it's honestly like a way to do charity without the government looking at me.
Wait, okay, so I imagine Cass, like, has a fortune, doesn't need to live in the slums, but has this cafe. So yeah, Cass is loaded.
I do kind of love that.
I will
for you.
neither
I love
confirm
that.
nor deny.
I love that for you.
Cass has been alive for more than 70 years. 70 of those were vampire. Like, I fully believe that if you are as a vampire that old and not rich, you have other problems. You tried, you failed.
Anders does take a moment to point at the maps that are on the wall. Are you certain that this bomb that is more dangerous in their hands is in this location? And are you certain that you are qualified to handle ordnance of such intensity?
I will be honest, I'm not even confident that it's a bomb that we're looking out for.
He looks to Amalgamation 19.
There is a competition to get the bomb and give it to someone. And then we were like, we shouldn't give that bomb to someone, so we need to get it first.
You were planning to get and keep the bomb instead of delivering it to someone?
To a gang called Biggs Boys.
He looks around the room at the fairy, the orc, the vampire, and the blob. Heavy
And the
sighs
Goliath.
before, and the Goliath, the tiny Goliath, and takes a heavy sigh and just gestures at them and is like, "Are you a gang?"
You do notice we are all wearing leather jackets. Amy actually has one that now is like not inside of her. Like it's actually like sitting on top of her now. It is way too big for her and it drags on the ground.
None of the
Goliath
jackets
size.
match.
Yeah,
No,
they
no,
don't
no,
match,
they don't.
but
Lemon's got
in-
like a bomber jacket.
Yeah,
The point is we all have jackets.
in response to the question, Tommy would raise his hand and go, "Well, I'm in it in one, but I can't
Jedediah
speak
goes,
for them."
"I'm-
Lemon's gonna smack
I
his
am
head.
too.
No.
No, Jed, you're not in a gang anymore. You work for
Turns
my cafe.
turns around and points to his other jacket that has Big's Boys
Do
written on
not
the
care
back.
about you.
No, Jedediah, you don't work there anymore.
Don't care about you. No.
No, Jedediah, you don't work there anymore. You don't work there anymore, Jedediah.
Tommy,
We've
we're
not been
not.
by
We
them
are
for like
we-
24
we-
hours.
We are acquaintances, so no, you are not part of a gang. For right now, I am a private detective. I am not part of. I'm mostly a solo outfit. Sometimes I steal muffins. Sorry, Cass. I know this is such a surprise to you, but
Hello.
otherwise, I'm very legit. I do want a muffin. I'm gonna
I
steal
stole
one
her
from
muffin
downstairs
too.
later.
What a coincidence!
Okay,
Did
shut
you
the
tell
fuck
him
up.
to the muffin
No one
man?
cares about you. No one cares about you.
I care about
Those words are not very kind, Mr. Lemon.
I'm not here to be kind. I'm here to get results. And the result I want is tell Leva not to crash into the rest of the continent.
I'm kind of
Okay,
on board
so-
with that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Tommy. Currently, you're my
So
favorite.
So here's what's happened so far as I understand it. Some guy said, hey, we're going to steal, quote, a device. I'm still not convinced it's a bomb.
Well, they were going to be using it to. It's something in there.
They said
something
it
about
might
being
be
used
a
for
bomb.
mining. I mean,
Well,
some sort of
this-
device for mining.
This location, and he points to the map. This location seems to be listed as a prime testing site. And what was the other quote that was off on the side that was to the right of the X?
Uncanoe.
Unknown flood risk.
Unknown-
Uncanoed flood risk
Well,
is what
it's-
Tommy's telling you.
I still can't believe no one else got that.
You read it as Mayor Anders read it, and it says unknown flood risk. They're telling you it says uncanoed flood risk.
That's what Jedediah said.
That's what he said.
He looks to Jedediah as if Jedediah is the grandest disgrace to all things Goliath. In fact, Amy, you have never seen a look like this from Anders at all before.
Disappointment.
It is like a disappointment, and the closest thing, because Anders always has like a relatively friendly, neutral face, and you actually see like the corners of his mouth turn down into a frown.
Oh no! you hear from Amy just like a little like, oh no.
Lemon's just nodding silently, like, yes, I feel your pain. Lemon feels connected to Anders in a way he has never felt connected to anyone before.
Lemon also feels that Jedediah is disgrace to everything Goliath, so.
And Anders pulls himself together a little bit, and
He's
he
sitting
gestures.
over on a chair petting. He's sitting over on a chair petting Tor, just petting the cat like he's being paid to do.
All right, we need to get our shit together.
I don't have a question, actually. I had one, and then I think I decided for this. I don't actually have a question about that.
Let's get part of the Elvish. Let's get our shit together, and let's go.
Yes, this location, it seems as though it's dangerous. It seems to be for whether a device or a bomb or something, that by this date, by 12/8, it seems that is when this is going to, and he takes his hands with his giant fingers and makes air quotes in the air, go down. So we want to make sure that if these people are bad, and he takes a moment and pauses there and then goes, are they bad? Or is this just a game?
Both?
Biggs boys are bad.
Well, that's true. I mean, they're not really great, but, I mean...
If this is a bomb, are they the kind to make it explode for fun?
Yeah.
Oh, Biggs boys for sure.
That's...
Oh, yeah.
Or on
yes,
accident.
but not this bomb.
Anders has a moment where he takes a heavy sigh. He looks between Amy and the rest of them, particularly to Tommy, and then regretfully over to Jedediah.
Such is the usual for Jedediah.
No. I was going somewhere with this.
Oh, shut up, I'm sorry.
No, don't shut up. It's really funny. He looks to all of you with the deepest bit of sincerity that he has. If you are to come into possession of this bomb, if it is a bomb, are you the kind to blow it up for fun as well?
No, that would be irresponsible to blow up something that is used for mining on a floating rock that we all call home. That's why we don't want them to do that.
Before I did it.
Maybe...
No, I would leave. Like I would blow it up like on the ground.
Cass, no, not now.
But like, no is the overall answer.
Uncle Anders, do you think you or Science Mom could dispose of a bomb?
It is something that we could work on in the laboratory. However, that means that you are not going to be able to deliver this to whoever wants to receive this parcel.
Oh,
Yeah, no, we're not planning on it.
We decided not to do that.
Good. He takes the heaviest sigh.
The logic,
Like there,
is
you
if
feel
we
that
have it, no one else can blow it up.
They don't.
you feel like the air pressure change in the room a little bit as he exhales from the sheer capacity of his lungs and the heft of this sigh.
Tommy's mohawk blows.
Amy writes down, if we have it, they don't have it.
As a world.
Hey, that's just a true fact of physics. If you have a thing, someone else doesn't.
My goal is now to get to a point where Amy goes to write something and Amy goes, stop writing.
Mayor, aren't you glad you came here today?
Anders takes a heavy sigh and then
So bad.
another one as the GM asks the question. Anders takes a moment and says, whenever you're ready, it would be better to do this sooner rather than later. I'm going to place a few calls in order to get us arranged with an appointment. And yeah, that's actually what he would like to do, because he's in the business of not just rocking up to a place.
I like how Anders didn't even hear the plan that they had before they...
We don't have to go over that. We're not going to go over that. Eric, what the fuck?
Kind of. Well, we're gonna go like down the chimney and everything.
Anders looks at the map. Is there a chimney?
Can you imagine if there just fucking wasn't?
Tommy's gonna like look over at Lemon and just like kind of whisper, just be like, "We could have made an appointment to steal something."
No, the appointment. Okay, one of us maybe should make an appointment, but the rest of us should sneak. Because we have an
Cass
appointment, they
leans
know we're
over
there,
to
we
Amy.
can't wander around and look at things.
We
Unless I let Kumquat do it, I suppose, but Kumquat can only do so much. Kumquat is a bee. I don't know if you know this, but Kumquat is a bee and can't carry lots of things.
So yes, there is
Unless I
a
give
chimney.
Kumquat the bag of holding.
The chimney goes to the 3rd floor. Technically, it's that burning slut room they keep calling it.
Yeah.
It's the boring shit officing space. That's where they were gonna enter.
I'm gonna be so
That
happy
or the
when
top
we
floor
open that
office in the
door.
penthouse.
I'm gonna be
Cass
so
leans
happy.
over to Amy. Hey, your uncle's not a cop, is he?
Legally, they have to tell you if they are.
No, Uncle Anders is Science Mom's assistant.
Oh, your mom's not a cop, is she?
No,
Dr.
she is a
Tills.
scientist.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Her boss is a dean.
I don't really care about his name, but thank you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Amy,
Anders?
are you okay after the drugs? Are you doing all right?
I think I'm okay.
Okay,
I have a lot of more thoughts now.
that's exciting.
Anders, you're downstairs making phone calls.
Yeah, Anders is downstairs making a phone call trying to arrange admission to it, seeing as we have access to at least the 2nd floor, is going to make some sort of connection to be able to either work in one of the offices or to go into one of the laboratories to collect specimens or something. He's going to be able to come up with something along those lines.
Yeah. So you're able to get one in, honestly, in about 3 hours. The amount of time it's going to take you to basically get there.
Oh.
There is they have an office that's about to empty its people, so it's going to be a clean, open office for you guys to work in. 2nd floor, no problem. Key code is 8492 pound. Use the back door. You're good to go.
Hey, I knew that. Doing good things. I will say though, like canonically, with Anders just saying like we're gonna make an appointment, I gotta make some calls, and like this is the plan now. I'm gonna go work on it and leaving. Tommy like kind of watches and has that feeling when you watch somebody just start doing something and you feel inadequate, so you just start doing something, and he starts cleaning Cass's apartment.
Oh no!
Oh, Cass will help.
He's like, I gotta do something, and just starts picking
So,
things
Lemon-
up and washing dishes.
Lemon, what are you working on while Anders is downstairs? What are you working on? Who are you talking to? Doing anything?
Lemon's going to bring up muffins and say, all right, sober up. We need to, pardon the Elvish, fucking go.
Mhm.
Enough dilly-dallying and shilly-shallying. We have a mission. I can fly. I'm fine. If you know, the Taliban just kind of crumbles, falls, causes a mass extinction, I'll be fine. No, it's okay. I'll go into the Feywild or some shit. But I'm worried. Somehow I'm worried about everyone else. Where am I going to steal muffins from? You know? So we need to go. Okay. Are we all good? Are we all no longer high? Yeah? Cool. Let's go.
I really do feel like Lemon is actually frustrated that they got high and wasted that much time.
He is. Like, I, Mika, love the just, like, the bullshitting around. Like, I do
know.
love just, like, chilling with y'all and just, like...
Meh.
But
Let's just
Lemon wants to,
roleplay
like...
for 3 more episodes and then a heist.
Truly, I love hanging out with y'all. But Lemon is also, like, we have a mission. Like,
Yeah.
Cass,
Yeah.
like a
Okay.
somewhat grumpy child, just, I didn't mean to get high.
Because, like, if it were, like, earlier in the day, I'd be like, no, fuck it, let's just hang out for 5 hours.
It's around 3 p.m. right now.
I feel much more solid.
Good.
That means a lot
I mean-
coming from you.
Yeah, lemon pokes Amy.
It's more like Jello right now. It's
Solid.
not. It's.
I know you weren't, like, literal, but you don't feel solid. I really just,
Well-
I should have asked permission. I'm so sorry. Let's go.
Okay.
Jedediah tells Tommy, Tommy, I'll clean up the mess. And if you guys need any help at all, any help,
no,
don't be afraid
you
to
can
call.
stay here.
I have
Stay here.
the ability to help.
I've locked the door. You don't even have to help anyone. Just eat your eggs.
Cassiopeia gives him a
full,
cookbook.
thanks.
She's like, here's your homework, and it's just a cookbook. That's it. Don't
You're
make
not
them.
gonna
Just
come
read, just
back.
read them.
There's not
Pictures or
gonna
words?
there's not
There's
gonna be a
both.
coffee shop there now. Like he's gonna burn it down.
You is.
Tommy is
She
going
makes it very clear.
is.
Don't make the recipes. Just read them. Look at them. Draw pictures of what you think it would look like to make them.
Don't
Not
try to
in the
surprise
book.
us. Don't try to surprise us. I beg you.
Okay, he rolled a 20 on his not nat 20, dirty 20, on his listening and
Filthy 20.
following through on what you're saying skills.
He has positive stats. That
He has
can
positive
get a
mental
dirty
stats.
20.
No, you guys have just beat it into him enough that he's actually listening now.
Good.
All
This is
right.
what's called
Good job.
active listening.
He's so good at it. We're gonna make.
That's a
I
skill.
don't
We're
know,
gonna give
paper
Jedi
out
a
of
level.
it?
World.
Anywho, you guys walk and head on the way over. Tommy, are you riding your bike?
Unless instructed to other. Well, I mean, I can't take everybody on the bike, especially now that we have a Goliath that's bigger than me. So, actually, I probably would, just in case we for some reason need to make a quick getaway.
You have Jedediah's bike too.
We just take his bike.
I want Lemon to have his own little tiny bike.
Do you guys care about Jedediah's stuff? You don't care about Jedediah. Why
Yeah,
would
but
you
who's
care
gonna
about
No.
I
Jedediah?
care about Jedediah.
I
Lemon
am
doesn't.
convinced that Lemon or Cass could ride Jedediah's bike, but I don't think they're big enough.
Lemon
big
is not.
boy.
No. Lemon is size
Literally,
small.
it was on the back of his jacket.
Amy could turn into a bike, but she'd still only be able to move her speed, which I don't feel like is helpful.
But I feel like she would feel
No.
like she's going faster.
Yes.
Anders would offer to carry Amy like old times,
Yeah.
with his insane walking speed.
Leafy pops out of your pocket and goes,
I'm sorry. Leafostopheles.
Cousin Leafy.
Leafy, like Wall-E, but Leaf-E.
Yeah, Leafy.
Leafostopheles.
and you see it, and you just see a, you guys just see a little leaf wave.
Huh.
It's making like a tree. Alright, let's get out of here.
Oh my god.
And and Leafy hides back down. He wanted to say hi to his cousin.
He hasn't seen you in some time. He has missed you.
I miss Leafy too.
You could always come back home.
I'm doing very important science work.
Crime. You told me you were doing crime.
Crime
But-
could be
And
science.
science work, and Amy's gonna pull out, like, from her body Goopy to show Anders. So you see this goo puppy is pulled out of her body
With a
Oh.
direwolf skull.
with a direwolf skull as its head.
It's such a big skull.
That's
It is-
huge.
It
How
is
much
for
of you is lost in this as, like, the mass of this thing with a direwolf skull is pulled from you?
like a foot? She goes from 5 feet to 4 feet. Gets it over. And she's like, he is for tracking.
That may come in handy as we get there.
And you just a bubble comes out of its mouth, it pops, it goes, "Whoop."
That's
so
way
cute,
adorable.
though.
I'm gonna pet
That's
him
so
and poop his
cute.
snoot.
Yeah,
I hate how much I
Anders
like
does
that.
soften a little bit and like kind of gives him like a little squish, but it's kind of like when you're playing with some of the slime, like you know how when you play with like a cat or a puppy's ears and it kind of, you know, like you kind of rub it between your fingers, but he does that and it kind of stretches and puts it back.
Amazing.
So you guys end up making it, however you guys do, all the way over to Tautek, and when you get there, it looks like a castle with a turret at the top and a turret at the back. The turret at the top is up about 4 stories. The one at the back is about 3 stories, It's got a very large fireplace off on the left-hand side, smokestack chimney thing that goes straight up. And the doorway is right in front of you, double doors, straight into the museum, straight into Toh'mak. If you go to the right and around the back, you can get to the back door.
So our plan is to walk through the front door?
That was mine. I assume that we will want to have time where we can be uninterrupted in the uninterrupted in the labs and in the offices, so that then you and your crew can make their investigation as to where this device is. Do you know what this device is? You think it may be a bomb, but it may also not be a bomb?
Yes.
Do you know what it looks like?
No.
Do you have any other hints about this, or are we just going to look for something that seems device-like?
Hey, GM. Were we given any? No.
No.
So any device we see in here could be the device we're after. We have no idea. Y'all.
So I get a message. Anders is having this moment. He's having that, pull the thing aside, like that Emperor's New Groove, I bet you're wondering how I got here moment, where he's pulling everything aside.
Your Deadpool breaking the fourth wall.
Deadpool breaking the fourth wall is kind of like, I bet you're wondering how I got myself in this situation. And you just flash. It's the note with no information on it. The coffee shop. The people walking in the coffee shop, they're all high. They're like, we've got to find this device. They have maps they can't read. There is a device. And Anders manages to get us here. Gets us to here. And asks, do you know what you're looking for? We're outside waiting for an appointment to get in.
Okay, step one, go into the offices, rummage through their stuff. Something will say, hey, that new thing. And then we go from there.
Anders is looking at things. Anders is looking at things and is just kind of like,
new things are normally labeled prototype.
That is a good word. That is great. You remember
information once we got in.
Amalgamation 19, do you remember what the laboratory looked like with Dr. Cambridge?
Yes.
This has many rooms of those.
Okay.
And I don't know. I don't know if everything. Hold on, wait! I gotta get it together. You're ruining. Okay. I don't know how many things will be labeled important device. He then has a moment. He has a little tiny ping kind of moment. He's like, however, all of the maps information was written in Goliath. If you find things written in Goliath.
Oh, that was because it was written by Biggs, who is the leader of the Biggs Boys.
Who is mostly Goliath.
No. It was written by the Golden Compass fellow, I'm fairly certain.
Wait, was it? I thought it was written by Biggs.
So there were two maps. One was the map written in Goliath. That was written by Golden Compass. Then the map of Toh'mak was written in Common. Just really bad spelling Common.
But was that made by the people from the Golden Compass?
That was made by Biggs.
That was made by Biggs. So yes.
The Golden Compass
was written in Goliath.
Yes, I ate that man.
We will have a conversation about that later.
Okay, new note for your book.
It's okay.
New note for your book. Don't talk about dead people outside.
Don't talk about dead people outside. Got it.
However, if it seems that this is a device that is used by Goliaths and with the Golden Compass Shipping Company, then those are two things that we can keep an eye out for as we are looking around. Now, and he looks at everyone, takes another really heavy sigh, If anyone asks, you are students on a field trip with me.
Addendum to the rule. Don't talk about eating people outside. Yes, Anders?
You are a student with me on this field trip where you are learning more.
Where do we go to school? What if, what if they ask?
At the university.
Okay.
Leave a U. TU.
Yeah, that's actually what it is.
TU. And
You're our professor?
I am an assistant to one of the doctors there. You are on a field trip to see Taltech, and that we have already gotten permission that we do not need to be accompanied, as I have been in this building before. That being said, if you get lost, and he's making giant air quotes, like with his big Goliath fingers, if you get lost, you were looking for the bathroom.
If I get lost, I was looking for the bathroom.
That one is a good one for you to actually write in your book, Amalgamation 19.
I am.
Good.
It really is.
And then you will return to me. However, that means that as you are looking for things otherwise, you must be careful.
So we don't get lost.
You don't
have to find the
actually
bathroom.
get lost, but if anyone other than me asks you, you were looking for the bathroom.
Okay.
If you use that line, you guys all get advantage on your deception checks.
Oh, fuck yes, that's so good.
I feel like I have to write that down.
The whole party has to do something that every middle schooler has ever figured out.
So good.
Some of us
That
were
is
good
the
kids
level
in
of
school.
I was a
Yes,
good
you're
kid.
Okay,
I was not.
so you guys go in. Anders, you take them to reception. They hand out the badges. They had 5 badges.
Yep.
And point the way to the door to the back. And remind you the code.
Yep.
8492 pound.
8492.
That'll get you in any door for the duration of your visit until you hand your badges back in.
8492 pounds.
Any door.
Any authorized doors.
All right. Here. And he looks, are there any, by any chance, any, stacks of clipboards around or anything? Just curious.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Right at the reception desk.
He wants each of them to, grab that. They have a worksheet they need to fill out. And gets the clipboards in their hands. That way he kind of in a little alcove shows them how they need to be standing and looking so they don't look suspicious. He is doing his best.
Don't be suspicious. Don't.
Yeah, he's doing his best to try and give them as many hints as he has, but he is he feels like perhaps Lemon is the only one that may be able to pull this off.
Yes.
Probably yes.
I need all of you to roll an intelligence or a wisdom saving throw, whichever is worse.
What are you?
Whichever is
all
worse.
I'm kidding.
Worse.
I'm kidding. Not
Dude, my
Anders.
intelligence and wisdom are so different.
Anders, you auto pass. Anders,
My
you auto
wisdom is
pass.
a
You're
plus
fine.
6.
So wait, we actually have to roll one of those two.
That's a
but
natty
yeah,
20. That's my second natty 20. Damn.
You know
Plus
what?
6, that's a 26.
Nice.
For wisdom, 24 for
17
intelligence.
for wisdom.
17 for wisdom. Okay, you pass.
I'm sorry,
Look at these-
17 for intelligence. I can't read.
It's fine. It's fine.
Look at these good students.
Yeah.
Cass. What did Cass do? Spoke too
4.
soon, Anders.
Checks out.
4.
Cass, what grade did you drop out in?
Bold of you to assume Cass went to school.
Exactly.
I feel like Cass has a doctorate in marine
Cass
biology.
was busy learning real life lessons on the streets.
Sure.
And partying.
While also getting a PhD in oceanology.
hard
Thugonomics.
In oceanography.
Marine biology. Sorry.
I wanted to be a marine biologist as a kid, and then I realized I'm deathly afraid of the ocean.
I did too, honestly.
I wanted. I wanted to be a marine biologist / NASCAR driver when I was in 4th grade.
That's a great
That's
combination.
fine. That's a cool combination.
Tommy, what did you roll for, and which save did
Oh,
you
I
roll?
was hoping that the distraction here we'd just move right past that.
Oh yeah, I did wisdom if it counts.
I also
If it
did
matters.
wisdom because I have a +2 for wisdom saving throws, bringing my grand total that I rolled to a 5.
Tommy and Cass, you
Man,
guys
me
are
and
holding
Jenel
your
are the same
clipboards
person.
upside down. The papers are correct. The clipboards are upside down.
That's fun.
Tommy
Quirky.
reasons that the clip is in the way of where he had to write his name, so I put it on the bottom of the sheet.
Mm.
And as this is happening, and Anders is trying to like ask things, and he's just kind of going, "Hey, what class are we in for this whole school thing?"
Science.
I was gonna say
He's just gonna look down at his biker vest and his leather boots and his mohawk.
And Anders takes both hands on either side of Tommy's like shoulders, like takes
You-
them
Looks up at Anders.
and just looks Tommy in the eyes. This is called, and he like wiggles parts of the jacket. If anyone asks, this is your PPE.
PP. Lol.
No, the E
Shush.
on the end of it. PPE. This is your protective equipment. It's college issues. If anyone asks.
Okay, so you guys are walking through these double doors, go up the stairs to the 2nd floor, to a set of offices in the back, and are set up. There is a holographic, like a touchscreen, think Iron Man like computer screen. So it's like an iMac, full touchscreen bullshit. One of the big fucking but it's an actual hologram.
Yeah.
And Anders, you know how to use this. I had to let you know.
Dope. That's good to know.
And you also know from the last time you were here with Dr. Cambridge that the access code works as your password to get into the computer too.
Excellent. I type in 8492 pound.
Welcome.
Fantastic. It pulls up a full diagram of the entire place, except for the 2 turrets.
Okay, but we know what those 2 turrets are based off of our maps that we had.
I'm looking at it from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. One is a top floor office, and the other one is stuff and things that it says on there. But that is only part of the problem.
Mhm.
Through your initial research, you do not find anything about explosives.
Does not compute.
You do find mining equipment.
Okay.
Mining equipment is downstairs in the basement, which you are on the 2nd floor. It would be down 2 floors from you. And if you type in like latest breakthrough and that kind of stuff, you find there was a more powerful version of the emitter that Cambridge used to create Amalgamation in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
That's designed to generate enough power to power a very large drill.
I would like to type in on the date, or I would like to see if it can pull up the calendar of events. Or
Okay.
like anything that would go in there, like events, shipping, anything like that, particularly looking for the date of 12/8.
There is nothing on there for 12/8.
What about the
On
days leading up to it?
12 to on the days leading up to it, there is where they are expecting a shipment to come in from Calderon on 12/5. It is notated as final delivery. That just says final delivery of meteoric samples.
Interesting. So final delivery, meteoric samples. So if that's happening on 12/5, then it would be assumed that sometime sometime in the 3 weeks then leading up to it that device would be shipped?
It's not an impossibility, but it needs tested first, and testing is not scheduled until the middle of next month, right around the 17th of December.
Is it like a meteor drill instead of like a diamond bit drill or something?
Might be. The drill right now is basically just based off of like titanium and stuff and similar minerals like that. It's heavy metal.
Titanium.
But nothing is stating their future plans and expectations at your security clearance.
I'm looking through my character sheet to see if
Nope,
there's anything
you are good.
cool I can do. What are the others doing at this time?
That's a good question. The four of you are in the lab with the office technically with Anders, as Anders is going through this computer.
Yeah,
what
which
floor are
one
we on?
specifically?
Amy
You
has
are on the
become
second floor.
a small Anders next to Anders.
Just a 5'1" Anders.
It's so cute with a little like wolf tail bun on the back.
Little goo tail.
So, are we in the one labeled office on the second floor?
Actually, you're in one of the ones that says locked.
Which one?
Oh, okay.
On
That's in the one that's
on the
not
first.
connected.
Okay, so there was ground floor and then first floor. So we're on like where it says first floor.
Yes, because you downloaded the map. Yes.
Yes.
Wait, okay.
Not
sorry.
the one
we
that
are
looks the same
there.
as the ground floor.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
you're the
okay,
one
so
the one that says locked vault.
Oh.
locked in vault.
Okay, which one? There's still two left.
Bottom
Top
right.
left.
So we are on
Top
the
left.
first
Top
floor.
left. Oh.
Okay.
Not the ground floor.
I like that
because
you
we're
guys
doing
are all
European.
looking at the map, so I don't have to. I appreciate that. The teamwork in this relationship.
It's okay. Jenel is canonically bad with directions anyway. It's fine.
Yep.
So, Anders, you know that if you go to the third floor staircase that is in the center of the top side, that goes to the turret right above.
Yeah.
That's in the back, and the third floor other one goes to another section of the third floor that is entirely all offices.
Mm-hmm. And
And
the one
the-
with the boring stuff. Recommend avoiding this area. Part written on it.
It's just offices.
Okay.
It's literally just
Does anyone
Offices.
else think that the Biggs boys would probably think that the area where the bomb is the most boring area?
I mean, probably.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
That does
Yeah,
track.
Anders has a moment where he's looking at this. Was this the part? Yeah, this was the part that was. Did Jedediah write this?
no.
No.
Okay, because he's judging a little bit. His
Just
friend.
friends.
Jedediah's
Not much
old
better.
boss.
Yeah, no.
His old
Anders is having that moment where he's looking there, and he will. I'm trying to decide. I just don't know if we're. I don't know what's going to happen. That's kind of the point. That's how games
Move.
work.
I
I
didn't
feel
know it was
that
gonna
so
happen.
hard.
Tommy,
Is the thing.
while Anders is doing more computer research, what is Tommy doing?
If he wasn't given a task specifically, he is.
Please let me give you a
calm
task.
down. It's okay. By all means, you can give Tommy a task before I say it.
Tommy.
Hey, yeah, Doc.
He's just gonna accept it. He looks at Tommy. What's your game plan before you do anything?
Well, how about you tell me what your game plan is, and I tell you where I fit in there.
Like, part of Anders has this moment where he wants to like encourage and be like, "No, make your own choices," and he's kind of looking
Don't
around,
do that.
and he's
Don't do that. Not the time to be
Realizes
encouraging.
that too.
yeah.
You don't need an insider or nothing. You just fucking know.
He's like, please don't let me do my own thing. He has a moment. He's like, "Do you know what the Goliath language looks like?"
Well, yeah, it looks like we saw that.
It's got that. Yeah, it's that.
Yeah,
one.
I just can't read it.
That's fine. That's totally fine.
Right.
If you find anything, whether it's a paper or a box or a crate or something that has that written on it, you should let me know.
Got it. And he just picks a direction that nobody else has gone in and starts walking that way.
Real quick, did you guys trade phone numbers during the walk over here?
Never.
Okay.
No, we probably did.
Anders probably has them all in like a Remind 101. Like,
Probably. I see you having a group chat on WhatsApp or something.
yeah, like they've all got.
Oh, what's that?
Oh God. I don't even have anything like message or anything, and that's like I'm so used to having message.
You guys do have a sending stone. It's fine.
Oh,
Anders says, but find my sending stone on all of our sending stones.
I have message.
I do too. We've got sending stones.
That's great
Yeah.
for
We've
you.
got
Sending
because of
phones.
Sending stones. Yeah.
So Tommy has left the room. Lemon, what are you going to go ahead and do? Tommy just left.
Follow Tommy, I guess. Okay, where is everyone right now?
Anders also just gives Lemon like a thumbs up, like you seem like you know what you're doing, don't screw it up. Just kind of gives like a thumbs up towards
Don't
Lemon.
send it to me right now. Okay, so
It's a
where
lot of
are we
confidence.
right now then? So I can.
So on the map, you're on the top
Yes.
left that says locked vault.
Okay.
But
That
we're
is
in the
office
laboratory.
You are in.
That's-
Tommy
okay.
walked just out of there into the giant ass laboratory
Okay.
full of
Okay,
chemicals
do
and
we
cages.
do we know
Chemicals
where
and
we're supposed to
cages?
go then?
No one discussed where you guys were going.
No.
No.
Okay.
Oh God.
Um,
Okay, then
You have a task! We are allowed on this floor! We look. Oh,
we are looking for a
We're good.
device.
We're good.
How
We got this.
clear could we
We
be?
got this. We got this.
Okay, I'm going to wander. I'm probably going to wander over to the other laboratory. I'm going to
Okay,
wander
go to the other lab.
Like I see, I'm going to trust Tommy because currently Tommy is my favorite. I'm going to trust Tommy in this
Wow.
laboratory.
Wow.
I'm going to go over to the
It's
other.
okay,
I'm going
we
to wander
found
around,
each other.
end up in the other laboratory.
Okay, so the other lab
Yeah.
adjacent to this one.
Yes, and I've got Kumquat with me.
Perfect.
I'm gonna send Kumquat up to the smithy casting
Fantastic.
because that is within range, so I can still see
Yes.
through my familiar.
In there, you open the double doors to get there real quick because you can do that, and through it goes through there, and it's actually a lab. It's set up as a museum that is showing and illustrating how they started forging the first arcane engines.
Okay, I like that.
And it's
That's
just-
cute.
It's just a museum piece showing that over and over and over again.
Amy's gonna pull out Goopy
Mm-hmm.
Aw,
and turn to Anders, looking like a mini Anders, and say, Goopy can detect and analyze chemical signatures from the air within 300 feet. What chemical signatures should I have him look for?
It was mentioned earlier that there's like a meteorite tip on this thing, like something like there was something dealing with meteorites.
Yeah, they were expecting the last shipment of meteor rock
Okay.
on the 5th of December.
So I'm trying to see because we had some kind of cool flavory sort of stuff. I'm going to have it so that I was gonna say he'd pull up his sleeves. He doesn't have sleeves. He's going to like rub on one of the tattoos that's on his arm, which also works as his star map.
Ooh, sexy.
And as he does so, it sort of activates because in this world, and especially with him having his background there, the Goliaths are supposedly connected to meteor rocks that were in Taliva. So
His Goliath ancestry is from there.
So he does that. He sort of like rubs his hands on that and activates where his star map is tattooed onto his skin. In my mind, within it, with the meteor rock that was that makes up the pigment for it.
Perfect. You're able to pull off a little bit of that dust, give it to Goopy, and Goopy's skull points straight down.
I believe we have to go to the basement.
Huh. Interesting. There's nothing else anywhere nearby that would have any of that? I mean, he's kind of talking a little bit to Amalgamation 19 and a little bit to Goopy.
I look at Goopy. Does Goopy do anything else?
If you hear that, you psychically think it lifts its head up, spins its head around in a circle a couple of times.
Yeah.
Like the body stays still and the goo like just sort of spins like a weird dog head top.
Yes.
I believe no, just in the basement.
No, and it stops after a bit and points up and towards the back, towards the turret that's upstairs.
There's also some in the turret.
And Cass, what are you doing?
It actually leads perfectly into my plan. I'm gonna go into that office on the right, the one that's above Locked Vault, and see if that door leads to a patio, hopefully.
Oh,
The one with the door?
The one with the door.
Yes.
the locked vault.
The door that might lead to a patio.
Okay. So you guys...
Wait, okay, sorry,
all right.
you're going to the locked vault?
No.
No, the one above Locked
No.
Vault.
Well, okay, the office. All right.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I was going to say, I'm in that laboratory right now is where
So-
we end up. Okay, cool.
Exactly. As you go to open that door,
Mhm.
you guys hear the alarms go off. You guys know you didn't do anything that specifically would have set anything off. It's like as Cass's hand goes on the door, turns the knob. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Tommy in the other room drops the clipboard, puts his hands up, and says, "I was looking for the bathroom."